Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I have a new podcast today and a new story and a new scam that has been going around a little bit that I wanted to talk about. The one we're going to talk about today is called the Apple Pay accidental payment scam. And it's a whole story and it seems pretty realistic. It can definitely happen. It's another text-based scam. Through text messages mostly, and I wanted to go over that today. So the story that we have here is a screenshot, two screenshots, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it, what the person got. They received a message that says hi, and then they received $15 in Apple Cash, and then the person who posted this says, who is this? Because why am I getting $15 from some random person? And then the person responds, sorry, I sent you 15 by accident. It was meant for 2954. The last number was wrong. Can you reject it, please? And thank you. I'd really appreciate if you sent it back. And then I guess the original poster never replied or didn't reply fast enough. So the person goes, hello, either way, I'm going to report it as fraud. And then our original poster says, I want to send it back, but this is kind of fishy. And then the scammer says, what do you mean fishy? I accidentally sent it to you. It doesn't belong to you. Goes on. And then our poster says, I know this is a common scam. Person replies, no, it's not. You're a thief. Effing asshole, bitch, whatever the F you are, it's been reported as theft. And then our original poster says, I'll report it as well, so you should get it back. But this is a common scam, and I'm just trying to be safe. No need to be so hostile. And then the person says, well, I'm telling you, it was a simple mistake. You can go ahead and report me. I'm not a scammer. I'm a simple girl trying to make it in this economy. That sounds very realistic. I'm sorry, but I got frustrated, and I do need that back. Okay. So, yeah, it's a trap. It's a scam. And the person, I applaud them. They didn't send it back. They went on here, posted the pictures, asked, which is what I would recommend everybody here do. Went to r/scams and asked the community, and the community is insanely good with replies. I mean, there's page upon page replies, and this wasn't even posted a whole day ago. So again, this community is really, really good. So what's happening here is, you get a random pop-up, they sent you money, and immediately followed by accidental, asking to reject it. So we don't know what would have happened exactly in this case because it didn't get that far. So what generally happens, what the goals are for this scammer, is that there's two common goals that they could have. So one of them is the refund to a different account trick, where the scammer sends real money and they demand that you send it back, but not through the built-in refund button. Then they ask you to manually send the money to a different number or account. And then what's going to happen is you're going to lose your money and they later dispute the original payment because that's what they do. So they're going to get your money to another account. They're going to have you send it to the other account, and then they're going to dispute that they send it to you, and then they're going to get their money back. So that's one way. And then the other way, the chargeback double dip, where the scammer sends the money, and then you send it back, and then they file a fraud claim with Apple, and Apple reverses the original payment, and then you end up losing both payments. So either way, not what you want. So some of the red flags in this case are an unknown number initiating contact so many times. I mean, we all know to death. I'm sure everybody at this point has gotten the person that's had the wrong number scam. My whole family has, and I've identified it for them. And I'm proud to say that some members of my family will mess with the scammer because they know. So other red flags: immediate pressure Hello, either way, I'm going to report it as fraud. An aggressive tone. Scammers escalate quickly to create urgency. And a story that doesn't match the text, like marketplace, friend, things like that. Asking for a manual return instead of Apple's built-in return payment. So why not just do that? If you need your money back, there's a way to do it through Apple Pay. Not sure why they wouldn't do that. I mean, I know because they're scamming, but that's the general way to do it. If you send it to a friend by accident or something like that. So, just so you know, if you're not super familiar with how Apple Cash works, if someone truly sent money by accident, they can cancel it if it's still pending. If it's completed, you can tap refund directly in Apple Cash. You never need to manually send money to a stranger. And Apple will never tell someone to text you and demand repayment. Okay, so that's how it works. I'm not really that familiar with that and how it works. I'm not big with Apple yet. I just got an iPhone. I've been an Android person for a long time, but try to make sure that I am aware as well because I use this a little bit now. So you're a victim of this. This happens to you. Of course, don't send the money back manually. Don't engage. Block the number. If the payment is legit, you can use the built-in refund button in Apple Cash. And if you suspect fraud, you can contact Apple support directly through the Wallet app. All right. So this scam relies on people having, some basic common courtesy where people do want to be helpful. So that's something that the scammer preys on. The money is real because they can see it in their account. And the scammers are relying on social pressure, the urgency, and they want you to fear being reported. So, as so many scams are, the victim is panicked and just does it. And they don't even realize what they did probably. And sometimes even probably 10, 15 minutes later, they say, oh, shoot, what did I just do? How you report it, you're going to report it as junk in iMessage, block the number, contact Apple support, and again, don't send the money under any circumstance. This is a growing scam because it just feels harmless. Someone gives you the wrong amount of money or gives you money that you shouldn't have, and you're just sending it back. Doesn't seem that weird. But yeah, that's what scammers are counting on. That's the reason that they think it'll work. So if you accidentally get money from a stranger, you got to treat that like a red flag, not a favor request. People aren't just sending you money for no reason. So I thought this was a great story. Some really, really good comments on here. One of the people responding said the same thing as me about the economy. She's just trying to make it this economy. Yeah, just a simple girl looking for a simple-minded guy. That's funny. So she's just poor her. Yeah, this is crazy. So a lot of helpful information in here. Somebody talking about how to manually accept payments in Apple Pay. It talks about how they can go to settings, wallet and Apple Pay, Apple Cash, and manually accept payments. So that's a really good idea because then you know what you're getting. I like that idea. I might actually do that myself. A lot of comments about the economy comment that scammer made. Pretty much making fun of them for sure. And let's see here. AI responses. Yeah, somebody else says, and I've said this in some of my earlier podcasts, where is the word kindly? That word itself is a red flag. Kindly. Would you kindly do this? Would you kindly do that? People don't really talk that way unless you know the person uses that word. And if you are someone that uses that word, I may just recommend that you try a different word because that word is becoming a red flag for people getting scammed. Just going through the comments here. Some people are just very black and white about it. Just block it and report. Don't mess with them. Just relying on people being nice. Some people really like wasting their time. And others just think they're AI bots. So what's the point? You're just messing with AI, and what's the point? But yeah, some really, really good comments and helpful hints. This was an interesting one. I would encourage you to look on this r/scams and just go through the comments for some of these stories. Not just reading the story itself, but like really go through the comments sometimes. You'll probably find things that are really helpful for you along with listening to this podcast. So if you can, I'd like and follow this podcast. That would be great. I'm really enjoying making these podcasts and helping people learn more about scammers and what to do, how to avoid, that kind of thing. So thanks again, and I hope you have a really great day or night, depending on when you're listening to this. And I'll talk to you soon.